There's so much to learn about theater, but you don't need to know it all right now. Just start with one small, imperfect step. All right, folks, if you are an actor, here is the secret that nobody prepared me for. The performers who understand all the departments of theater, not just acting, become the most valuable people in the room. Directors notice them, stage managers rely on them, and those are the students who not only get cast again and again and again, but they also become the most employable. But before we get started, like and subscribe. We're a brand new channel and we need all the support we can get. Also, leave a comment down below. Let me know where you are starting in this process. Let me know if you're a parent or a performer or if you're a techie. Let me know what kind of content you're looking for. It'll help inform my decisions and videos to come. Today, I'm going to show you the 5 disciplines of theater that I wish I knew on day 1. Because understanding these makes you an asset to any production. I've spent the last 10 years directing youth theater, coaching actors, stage managing, designing sets, building props, running rehearsals, basically every single job except live rigging, but only because we didn't have a fly system. But if we did, I probably would have done that one too. And after working with hundreds and hundreds of new performers and their parents, I think back to my first days in the theater and I wish that someone had pulled me aside and said, here is what theater really is. And here's how you can find your place in it. Fortunately, I'm gonna do that for you. All right, let's take a closer look at this. Most beginners think that theater is just acting, monologues, songs, lines, boom, you're done. But actors who understand the entire production, who know what the designers are building, what the crew needs, and how the cues work, and how the whole show runs, those are the actors that become every director's dream. They're prepared, they're aware, they're collaborative, and honestly, they get cast more because they make everyone's job easier. That's the quiet secret of the industry. The more flexible you are, the more employable you will be. Designers build the entire world around you, right? Costumes, sets, props, lights, sound. Every detail here informs your performance. And for parents watching, if your child loves drawing or crafting like my kid does, building or imagining worlds, they might fall in love with this part of theater. But performers who understand and participate in the design process, they make better choices on stage. They move with intention because they know the environment that they're stepping into. All right, folks, this part is close to my heart. Stagecraft, which includes building the sets, painting the flats, construction, props, running backstage. This is the heartbeat of the production. And here's something personal. So I've had countless of parents reach out to me and say, thank you. My quiet kid found confidence and purpose because you encouraged them to work backstage. See, not every kid actually wants to be in the spotlight. Some actually find their voice holding a power drill or running a cue sheet. These are the students that become the rock of the production because they're reliable, they're creative, they're steady, and it's absolutely beautiful to watch. Now, if you've never heard of a stage manager before, let me introduce you to the unsung hero of theater. SMs don't just assist, they actually run the show. They call the cues, they track the props, they manage time, they communicate with every department, and they fix things before anyone else knows that actually something's wrong. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Some of the strongest, most capable students that I have ever coached, they were all stage managers. These started as middle schoolers who learned to lead, communicate with authority, they stayed organized, and they ran the entire show during performance week. I've had stage managers find their voice in this leadership position and then go on to learn the performance side and rock it on stage as a leading character. Stage managers are gems. They learn life skills that are transferable to every profession, making them very employable. All right, so directors help shape performances, yes. But their real job is actually collaboration. A director looks at hundreds of moving pieces, right? Actors, designers, tech crew, props, costumes, all of it. And they help to tell one united story. So understanding this early helps beginners realize that theater isn't a competition. It's a team sport. And a performer who can look at their own script from the perspective of a director, they can make intentional choices in their blocking or in their cues. Well, that makes them indispensable. All right, so here is the real talk. Most beginners think that theater is a place to hang out with your friends, to goof off in costume and say lines, and yes, sure, that's all fun. But there's also a lot of work. There's technique, there's analysis, critical thinking, and discipline. These make a performer grow. So if you are attending a rehearsal and you're treating it as a social hour, your director is going to notice. But if you use your time in rehearsal to apply critical thinking skills towards your scene, approaching it from the perspective of the director or the stage manager or the stage crew, your director's going to notice that too. And parents, if your child comes home tired and exhausted after rehearsal, that's totally normal. They're learning time management, communication, teamwork, and resilience, all wrapped up in the guise of creativity. And here's my favorite reminder. The only difference between you and someone who is already deep into theater is that they started earlier. You just need to start now. You don't need to know the whole map today. Just take the next imperfect step. The more you learn, the more fun it becomes. Trust the process. And if you want a deeper look into any of these 5 areas, acting, stagecraft, tech theater, or guides for parents, I've got videos coming out on all of it. So go ahead and subscribe, drop a comment about where you are starting in this whole process, and I'll see you in the next lesson.